The Elva C is 55.5 feet in length, her beam is 13.5 feet, and she draws 4 feet of water. She was built in 1922 by Gilbert S. White in Westland, Virginia, near Windmill Point. She was built for Captain Lee Abbott of Foxwells, who named her after his daughter, and used the boat for pound net fishing and freight until his retirement in the 1950s. She was then bought and fished by Captain Philip Summers of Urbana. In 1963, Captain Ira F. Swift of Reedville purchased her, and with his 2 sons, Marvin and Francis, used her for pound netting and haul seining. In 1989, the Swift family donated the Elva C to Reedville Fishermen's Museum. We begin with a note about Captain White, the boat builder himself. He began boat building around 1900 and built approximately 150 boats from 20 to 72 feet in length until 1947. 2 of his other boats, the Dudley at 65 feet and the Mary True at 39 feet, are still serving the Biddlecombe family of Reedville, for whom they were originally built. While Captain White built most of his boats from local timber, the Elva C was constructed of Georgia heart pine and was completed in 3 months. Captain White had no access to electricity and was assisted only by his son and son-in-law. At the beginning of the fishing season, the Elva C would be loaded with trap poles 55 feet or more in length. At the side of the pound net, these poles would be hoisted up by a boom and driven into the bottom, approximately 150 to a net, and then the net hung. During the season, she would leave the dock on or before dawn, with up to 7 in crew on board, and go out to the nets. The fish would be hoisted out of the pound by a dip net, lifted by a line running through the pulleys to the boom to a winch on deck and dumped into the hold. If the catch was a good one, fish would also be piled up on the deck until almost awash. The catch would then be sorted and unloaded at the dock, with the herring processed in local packing houses and the food fish being shipped directly to Baltimore. In the off-season, the Elva C would be used for any purpose that would generate income. She is remembered as a freight boat running watermelons from North Carolina to Baltimore, and as a byboat hauling oysters from the tonging boats to the shucking houses. Between 1989 and 1995, the Elva C had her stem, her particularly handsome round stern, and deck beams and planking, and the gunwales replaced by George Butler of the Reedville Marine Railway. The new steering wheel was built by Dan Boley of Reedville, and in the fall of 1999 a rebuilt engine was installed, and in the fall of 2000 the horn timber was replaced and the bottom was replanked by George Butler, Taylor Dawson, Frank Fife, and some 20 volunteers to complete the hull restoration. Routine maintenance is also done by museum volunteers today. The duties of the Elva C have included delivering Santa Claus to the museum dock at the Christmas celebration, ferrying dignitaries for the blessing of the Fleet Parade each year, and short cruises on Cockrell's Creek and the Great Wacomico River for museum members and various educational groups. With her restoration complete, her cruising range has been extended to various waterfront festivals around the Chesapeake Bay.